A large number of robots ran a long marathon, and they didn't get tired at all.
Imagine this. You're running as fast as you can. Your heart is pounding. Your lungs are burning. And something passes you, effortlessly. No breathing. No fatigue. No hesitation. Because it's not human. Last week in China, something unbelievable happened. Humanoid robots ran a real marathon. And this wasn't just a tech demo. This might be the moment where the line between humans and machines starts to disappear. Before we go on, if you're into content like this, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. The starting line is set. Dozens of robots stand side by side. Some perfectly still. Some slightly shaking. And then, the race begins. They start running. Some keep their balance. Others fall almost instantly. But here's where it gets crazy. One of them falls, pauses, and then gets back up on its own and keeps running. That's the moment you realize. This is not just a race. So why is this such a big deal? Because running is incredibly easy for us. But for robots, it's one of the hardest problems in engineering.
These machines rely on high-precision servo motors and brushless systems to move. But the real challenge is this. Every single step requires real-time calculation. How much force should be applied? At what angle should the foot land? How do you stay balanced mid-motion? All of this is calculated in milliseconds. Basically, the robot is constantly asking, how do I not fall? This is where artificial intelligence comes in. Robots use advanced control systems like PID controllers to maintain balance. But the newest generation goes even further. They use reinforcement learning. Which means they don't just follow instructions. They learn by trial and error. Some of these robots literally learned how to run by falling over and over again. But how does a robot even know where to step? They use a combination of LiDAR sensors, cameras, gyroscopes and accelerometers. They scan their environment hundreds of times per second, constantly predicting, am I about to fall? And here's what most people don't see. These robots weren't built overnight. Engineers spent months, even years, running simulations, testing in real environments, watching robots fail, repeatedly. Some robots fell thousands of times during development. But every fall made them better. What if I told you? Robots didn't learn to run by being programmed, but by falling thousands of times. Not once. Not 10 times. Thousands. And every fall made them faster. At the beginning, robots couldn't even walk properly. Early humanoid robots moved slowly, stiffly, like they were afraid of gravity. And honestly, they should have been. Because walking on two legs is one of the hardest problems in engineering. Even standing still requires constant balance. Now imagine running. First, engineers had to solve the body. Not just metal and wires, but something that could move like a human. They developed high-precision motors, flexible joints, lightweight but strong materials. Every joint had to act like a muscle. Every movement had to be smooth. But even with perfect hardware, the robot still kept falling. The robot is always calculating. Where is my center of mass? Am I leaning too far forward? How do I correct this instantly? And this happens hundreds of times per second. Then came the real breakthrough. Instead of telling robots exactly what to do, engineers let them learn on their own. Using AI, robots were placed in simulations, where they tried to walk and failed. Over and over and over again. Each time they fell, the system adjusted.
Each time, it got a little better. Until one day, they didn't fall anymore. They walked. Then, they ran. Some of these robots trained in virtual environments for the equivalent of years of experience in just days. They experienced more practice than any human ever could. And when they were brought into the real world, they already knew how to move. But simulation isn't perfect. So engineers tested them in reality. And guess what? They fell again. Hard. But this time, something was different. They adapted faster. So why does this matter? Because today, they're running marathons. But tomorrow? They could search through disaster zones, operate in dangerous environments, or even become part of everyday human life. And maybe one day, you'll be running alongside one. So here's the real question. Will robots eventually outperform humans physically? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you want more content like this, subscribe to channel and like the video.